Okay, so here's an example. I'm making some banana bread. You put your bowl on the scale first, and what I like to do, just in case, is measure the bowl itself, or weigh the bowl itself. Write it down. I keep a little piece of paper and pen with me as I'm doing things so I can jot it down. But so then I zeroed out the scale with the bowl, the empty bowl on it, and then I put all my bananas in there, so that way I don't have to measure anything with measuring cups. And it's 681 grams. So I would put, you know, bananas, 681 grams. Because you don't want to weigh the bananas with the peel, because that would count towards your banana weight. Okay, now I need a half a cup of melted butter. So, oh, before I did that, I'm sorry, see, you have to go put your cup on or whatever you're measuring it, zero it out. There we go. So now when you put your butter in, you know the weight of your butter. It's exactly 113 grams. So one stick of butter, half a cup, which we all know anyway. It's a half a cup for one stick, but that's pretty cool. It's like spot on. I'll go ahead and melt that. Okay, so put my bowl back on here. I'm putting my butter in. Go ahead and zero it out. Sorry, how to focus. And just dump my butter in. Okay, so we got close. I got as much out of the mug as I possibly could, so it's 111 grams, not 113, but I'm still going to mark it as 113 anyways. Okay, so now on to the next stuff. Okay, so for things like eggs or, you know, packaged items, whole things like this, maybe like a cube of cheese, anything like that, you don't have to weigh the egg, of course. So just one egg it calls for. So we'll put the, we'll put the egg in there. There we go. So that's that. And I've got my empty bowl of bananas and butter all there. I'm about to, as soon as I clean my hand off, I'm going to put my egg on there. Okay, so scale is zeroed out. Now I have to put in 1.5 cups of flour, which is 180 grams. So, and I also measure in grams because that's as close to accurate as you can possibly get. So we're going to just dump this in until that reads 180. Which, there we go. So then start just little at a time. There we go. 180 grams for flour, all in one bowl. And okay, I've dirtied the two things, but you're not having to constantly clean and measure out of a measuring cup. Plus, measuring cups are just not as accurate anyways. All right, zero that out. I've already got my all-purpose flour there. Okay, zero the scale out. Now we have to do a half a cup of sugar, which is 99 grams. So same thing. Just put this in there until you get to 99. I'm scared I'm gonna go over. Oop. Yes, I have a wonderful theme music in the background. Sorry, this is my first time doing this, so maybe I don't need to like add all of this in there, but not cooking, but making like a video with the showing how I measure things out. All right, and then we've got 99. Oh, 98. So I like to be exact. 99 is 99. Okay, the butter, I know I wasn't exact on, but that's okay. There we go. All right, we're teetering on there. 99 grams. We did it. Sorry to torture y'all through that waiting spell. Okay, and then things for like, you know, baking soda, baking powder. You know, baking soda's got like 0 calories in it. And so does baking powder. So I just use the actual measuring, you know, apparatuses for those. So a teaspoon of each of those, powder and soda. Okay, and that's all the ingredients. Just mix everything, which you don't need to watch me mixing, but just mix everything up. Okay, so I use the Lose It app. Maybe you should count the spray. I don't know. I don't, because I usually stay a little bit below my calories, but I've been consistently losing, so I don't keep up with the actual sprays, because that's just getting a little crazy in my opinion. But this is the pan I'm going to put it in. I did spray it with canola oil. Okay, so I'm not too sure what my scale is doing. Okay, so I'll put this on there. And just for the heck of it, I like to write things down. So my glass is 1069 grams. So go ahead and 0 that out, because what we're going to do is we have to put our batter in there, because you want to weigh what your batter is, because where I log everything into to Lose It, that's how I know how much, when I weigh it out, how much my exact piece is, rather than cutting it in like X amount of slivers, because you may have a thicker sliver, you may have a thinner sliver. Sorry. So I like to weigh everything. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay. So 1,110 grams is what this weighs, because I've already zeroed out the pan. And well, we're not eating that. I'm taking that off of there. And 1,110. Okay. So, we're going to go ahead and bake this now. And I will try to explain how I do it in Lose It. That way I can show you, I can even maybe upload screenshots, but that way I can explain how to log it by weight. So when you cut a piece of this, when it's done, just weigh out your, 0 out your plate, put however much banana bread that you want on your plate, and you will log it into Lose It, and it'll give you the exact calories for that exact slice that you're eating. Sorry I wasn't the best detailed in this video, probably was longer than what it needed to be, but I did eventually smash the bananas, because I forgot to do that. I've never done this before, so bear with me. I'm sure I will get better the more I get used to uploading videos. So just be patient with me. Any questions or anything, just ask me, and I'll answer anything that I can. If I don't know the answer, I'll tell you, and direct you. If I know a place where you can find your answer, I will direct you there. But anyway, I just wanted to show you how to do everything by weight, and whenever I cut the slice out, I can show you that as well if you want. But that's just kind of common. Well, I shouldn't say common sense. People new to the weighing everything. I know I'm still learning everything, and I'm finally catching the hang of it. So